Hello and welcome. This is an update video. A lot has changed since we did a video for the Blacksmith, so I wanted to do an update. If you want to know the basics, that video is there, Blacksmith Basics. It'll cover all the things except this video will show you what has changed since then. You already know all the basics if you watch that video, so I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but I definitely want to cover everything as though you're watching this for the first time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get in. First of all, let me just zoom out here. Alright, so first things first, when you click on it and you build your blacksmith, you'll see the highest level it can get right now is level 13. And we'll go through all the things, all the icons. Let's start with the info. So, if you're not familiar with what a blacksmith is, we go to the blacksmith to upgrade our gear, to craft gear. I mean, everything that it says here is what he can do. So let's get out of that, and we'll start with basic craft. So this is a section where you're at the market and you just don't have the silver. Well, wow, 550,000 for an epic, huh? Anyway, you're noticing that you can craft a weapon a lot cheaper than buying it off of the market. So that's why this section is here. It allows you to craft everything you see on the right hand side: main, sub, helmet, armor, gloves, and shoes. And it goes all the way up to epic level gear. And it shows how much food is needed, how long it will take, how much silver, and the resources. So you always want to have your people in your camp getting resources for you. Let's take this epic, for example. It's copper ore, iron ore, and tin ore is needed to make this epic. I do have those resources. If you look on the left side of the screen, it shows where you're at with all your resources that are collected. So, but scrolling down, it goes all the way down to green. If you're wanting to play the market and help people out and throw some greens on there to get some silver, this area might be for you. But normally by the time you get up there in level, you're not really crafting any of this stuff. Not for the basic craft anyway. So that's how this works. Going on to forge gear next. So a lot has changed. First of all, the Pearl Abyss has introduced pink gear. So that's pink weapons and armor that you can craft. So it's telling you that you need a standard red gear and then these gear fragments. You get these gear fragments like the Kazarka, the Novur, and the Dandelion from going to those world boss events when they come up. So you fight the world boss, you're going to get some gear fragments. It's 900 a piece for the main weapon and the sub weapon, as you can see. And if you wanted to do the helmet, armor, gloves, and shoes, they gave you a discount. It's 240 to get, which is more manageable to get. But think about it, if the highest CP boost you can get is through your main weapon and your sub weapon. So your style, whether you want to go at saving for the main and the sub and then do the rest of the armor later, or you want that quick turnaround and get the helmet, armor, gloves, and shoes, and then go long for your main weapon and sub weapon. So it's all up to you. But you come here and you meet the requirements and you can craft. You can also craft reds. If you click on that, you see that getting a red is inexpensive here. It's only 40. Right now, I think we can at the least get out of there at doing a world boss and earn 10, 10 fragments. So do it 4 times. Congrats. You have a red item and you're on your way. So not bad. Not bad at all. If you have your family members and you want to gear them up, you can shoot for the red, but honestly, the Jin would be where I'd do. I'd start off with Jin first, and then because you're saving all of your oh, those are the odd ones. I didn't talk about that. You're saving all your gear fragments to get the purple gear. You don't want to spend that on the red gear. But Gias helmet in this example is where you do that. The other ones are helms that you, for example, that are drops around the map, and they require Hero's Legacy. You will get this when you just farm in the world of Elion, the world of light. If you're just farming out there collecting, skill books and such, you'll get Hero's Legacy, so you just save those up and you can get these as well. So the game allows you 2 options, fragments or Hero's Legacy. But for my money, I always shoot to get my guys up to Jin. Again, if you're seeing this video for the first time and you're like, okay, well, what is involved? A lot. It says it requires 3 ultimate Grunel helmets. If you look down at Grunel helmets, you need 3 ultimate helmets of mystical grade with 2 crystal slots. So that would be, in order, the next one down. So here you go. Zareth helmet, Teritas, and Azarian. So these 3 helms are very common. You can get it in a treasure chest when you get up there in level as a drop in the world of Elion, the world of light. Or you can get it at the shop. Let me see here. The Shakatu's gear shop. So if you come in here and you have a lot of coins, I have more than 1 million, so I've just been saving. So the top left corner where it says special shop, if you turn that off, it should be off by default, but if you click on a gear piece and you auto buy or you buy 10, getting an orange is the best you can hope for. Red is extremely rare, and don't even think about getting pink. Doubtful, like slow percent to nil percent. But if you click the special shop on and you went into any one of these sections, if you hit the auto buy and just let it go, it is going to take a lot of your coins, but you will get an orange piece of armor within a minute or 2 minutes time. So guaranteed you will get it. Do not worry if you're looking for an orange. And that takes us back to the crafting section. You're like, okay, we were talking about helmets, and you were saying Jin is the best, but it needs 3 Grenils. But to get 3 Grenils, I need 3 of these helmets of mystical grade. And you were telling me that these 3 below Grenil are common. Yes, in his where I was just at, you will get an orange, and chances are it'll be one of these 3, Zareth, Teritas, or Azarian. So once you get 3 of these, then you'll qualify to get 1 Grunil, and it will update and show 1 Grunil. So technically you need 9 of these to get 3 of the Grunils, and then you turn that in. Don't forget, and you need magical residue, and you get magical residue when you are at Shikatu and doing the special shop. So don't worry, the magical residue will come if you're over there. And you need 3 of these, and then 3 of these to equal 1. Let me see, did that 3 ultimate 3? Yeah, 3 of these will equal 1 Granil, and then 1 Granil will be there, so you need 9 Granils. You can do the math. I'm not a math major. It'll take a while, but when you get there, the Gin Granil is really good for your family members. It's got 3 crystal slots. It's really nice. So this is how this section of the crafting gear works. The accessories, this is when you're in a guild and they have a castle, and I haven't been in a guild yet that has a castle, but when you're in there, they will explain to you how you acquire golden fragments. And when you do, then you can turn them in to get these orange pieces of gear, which are really nice. And there's another section where you can do something with it. They added this new tab, the Abyssal, so now you can get red pieces of armor for your accessories. And as you can see, they require the orange accessory gear. I really want to tell you that acquiring 15 ogre rings to get a red ultimate ogre ring, it's not easy. It's don't expect Pearl Abyss to drop 15 on you. It's just not gonna happen. But this option is here if you are in that guild with the castle and the fragments, and maybe no, you can't. These won't work. You actually need common items like ogre ring, witch's earrings. So this is like another option for accessories that are orange, and if you want the best, which is the red, you're just gonna have to save and hold on. But I tell people it's best to gear up your family members first. Give them Jin armor, give them orange or better accessories, and when they're all set and good and you have a supply of all this, then maybe come back and see if you could turn your extras into a red. So it's always a good game plan. So that does it for the gear tab on this side. I do want to switch over to the material tab now. And this is what's new. Crystals. They used to go up to Abyssal, which is red, and they were really hard to get. But now, they're still hard, but now they have pink crystals that you can get and craft. I do want to point out, I saw this in another video, that when you apply one of these pink crystals into your armor, it's a one-shot deal. So you better put it in armor that you intend to make it count. If you're just putting it in there hoping to take it out later on, I'm pretty confident the game will say, nope, once you take it out, you're removing it and it's gone. So all the work you put into making these pink crystals, you gotta make it count. So what they're showing is you need 1,000 Crownstones, 1 empty crystal, which you can get from Gervais. You use your dark coins to purchase it from Gervais. So that's how you get that. These, let's see. Oh, okay. This fragment can be obtained by feeding a red gear or higher to the Black Spirit. And then it's used to make these crystals, dimensional crystals. So that's how you get that. Crownstone, if you don't know, get more Blackstones in return. Let's see. Uh, Crownstones you can craft, so don't worry about that. Over in one of my videos, I show how you can craft Crownstones. As a matter of fact, I believe it was, I think it was the Alchemy Lab, Basic Craft, all the way down at the bottom, Crownstones. So there it is. For this many resources and that much time, you can make 5 Crownstones. Only 995 left to go. So good luck. Alright, back to Blacksmith. So forging gear, we were in the material tab. So this is exciting. It's new, the dimensional crystals. And it says even right here when you click on it, it can be equipped on your gear. However, extraction is not possible if it is equipped on primal gear. So you put this on pink gear, you can't take it off. So I take back what I said. If it's on red gear or below, you can extract it. So, all right, moving on. Special trade goods. This is also something that's new. So these you will acquire, or you can, as it shows, you can craft. It requires 1 orange crystal to do this. Why would you do this? Well, when you're in merchantry and you're going to the wandering merchant, you can find them, and let's see, your black spirit needs to be level 103 to do this crafting, but when you find them, you can turn them in, and I'm pretty confident that the silver required to craft it, you will get much more back. So if you're looking for another avenue of earning silver, you can look here and you can do these things. So as you can see, the rolling lightstone crystal decoration set and lightstone decoration set. The silver cost is pretty low, but the requirements are a little hefty, and what you get back in silver is the reason why you would make these. I would say do this if you are high end and just looking for, experimenting, trying something new. You can come here. Now, I covered this in my basic video for Blacksmith, and I didn't know what was going on with this, but now I can tell you what this is about. So if you look over here at gear and you look at the reds, in my old video for basic Blacksmith, it had a requirement of a tooth or another piece that was a drop when you fight the world boss, and that was here to craft this red. So what I'm trying to show you is that requirement is now taken out of the game. But if for some reason you still are holding on to these objects from the world boss, you can turn it in to get gear fragments. So that's what this is, the claw, the fang. You used to get all these things when you fought the world bosses, no longer. So that's what the exchange material tab is for. It's just cleaning it up so you can get something for all that hard work that you got those items. And that is the craft section. So I'll go ahead and get out. And now for Gear Awakening and Exchange. So I haven't messed around with the first two, Exchange Weapon or Transform Weapon. I think it's self-explanatory, so we'll just go into it. Exchange Weapon. So if you, let's see, I'm an Archmage, and if I wanted the Shamir staff, then it would require... This is like if I was an invoker and I wanted to become an archmage and I wanted to take the gear that I had on my invoker because I'm switching over to archmage, and you don't have any other options, you can come over here to exchange it. You do need one of these coupons, Awakening Ascension Weapon Exchange coupon. I believe you can get that in the Pearl Shop, and you would, this is the requirement, you would need one of these as well as your old one. Then you can exchange for this item, and it shows you everything below. If you click on the down arrow next to the name Archmage, you can select your class that you play, and the same options will be there. They even have the ascended classes in this list, as you know, because Archmage is up there. So, and it goes for main weapon and sub weapon. Same thing, sub weapon. They're counting that on the fact that you would have this from your class you want to switch to. So, and you just would need one of these coupons to complete it. So that's how this works for exchanging. Transform weapon, just haven't messed with this at all. I would imagine it's the same thing. Main weapon, sub weapon, exchange, you're transforming it to something different. It looks like the red one requires red and class sub weapon transformation coupon, so I'm pretty sure you can get that in the Pearl Shop as well. What if you wanted the dagger? You know, you still need the coupon. So I haven't really done this. It's another option for you if you're just looking for how to switch your weapon from one to another. And yep, there's this stuff too. It looks like it's a limited time coupon. So you would come here if you are changing from, like if I was going from Invoker to Archmage, but you can go to drop down and pick whoever you want to switch it. But this is meant to help you with the upper level stuff. Well, actually, it looks like it covers everything. Everything from oranges all the way up to the highest currently, which is pink. So if you're trying to switch class and you don't want to carry the old stuff that you have, you can look to here to change it to the new class that you wish to play. So that's how Transform Weapon works. And now the fun stuff. Gear Awakening. You're going to be on this section for quite a while. So the way it works is when you acquire gear, as it shows down here on the bottom left, Ultimate Laverto, Granil, Rosar, Kite, or 3-slot Mystical Grade gear can be awakened. So this is a big boost to your CP. Awakened gear will have enhanced stats. So it looks like I have an example. I have a helm. If I was to click on it, it'll show you that the DP will be 246, whereas where it's at now, let's see, is 213. So it boosted it by 33 DP, which is not bad at all. So let's go back. But I also want to point out, look at the silver cost. You know, it's 20 million at my level, and when you're up there at level 60, 70, or 70 plus, getting 20 million is not too hard. So this is a reasonable amount of silver. But if you're trying to do this starting out, you just freshly got 60 and you're like, I want to awaken, 20 million silver may hurt you. And you may not, it may drain everything that you have. So now that you know how it works, do consider this as an option to upgrade CP for your gear. They also have an accessory tab. And same thing, if you have accessories that you want to upgrade, it works the same thing. It says the requirements below, same classification of things needed, and yeah. So before in my other video, I don't think you were able to awaken accessories, but now you can. So that's how much time has passed. And that is how gear awakening works. So that's it in a nutshell. The only other thing to say is that you may need to remove awakening if you want to do something with it. And that would be the extractor here. See the first tab, extract or remove awakening. So be aware of that. I will, I have a video on that, so I'll probably go check to see if it needs to be updated, but that's it for Blacksmith. And I hope you like this video. We're all excited about all these updates, especially the pink crystals. So again, if you like my video, please subscribe, like. I'm always making new ones. So for now, I'm going to say thank you for enjoying this video, and you have yourself a good evening. Take care. Bye now.